Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Did you have a good weekend?
Yes, I did. I was away on a desert retreat in Dubai. Lots of yoga, early mornings. It was nice. It was good.
Bit of exercise to aid a holiday, because it's usually the opposite when you go
I
away
always
for a few
try
days.
to get in a little bit of exercise whilst, you're away and you're still indulging yourself somewhat. So, yeah, we're going to talk about that in a different show. But this one, today, I want to really speak a lot about fad diets, because I get asked this a lot. My job, people are always like, I'm trying this diet and I'm trying this diet.
Yeah.
Have you heard of some of these, right?
I'm sure. I mean, fad diets are just, they're kind of never going to go away.
No.
Because everyone's always looking for a quick and easy way
Yes,
to lose
definitely.
weight and to look great and whatever. But I have to say, I think it takes a long time for people to realise that they don't work sometimes. It's personal
know.
experience, unfortunately, that ends up shaping,
I
realising that
know.
this is rubbish and it's not going to work.
And the key there is the word fad. It is a fad. It's not going to last. And the money in these things, like people are selling these diets and people try them, and a lot of it at the moment is certainly fueled by celebrities. We spoke about this before. Some of these movie stars, they go on these diets to, they've got a role that they're getting paid millions to do it. But it's not great, because then people then tend to copy it, and you're not going to last on that. It's certainly not good for your health. So so if you have you ever followed a fad diet?
I guess the biggest fad diet has a knock-on effect, I think, and something that I've probably paid attention to myself when dieting is missing carbs.
Yeah.
Or, trying to exclude it from the Atkins diet.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember that.
I think otherwise I've never really taken on any other diet that's been
No.
extreme, like the maple syrup diet.
I know,
or
remember
the,
that,
all
yeah.
these types of things.
The cabbage soup diet.
Blech.
I mean, some of them are extreme. Like, you literally have cabbage soup for every meal for 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, sure, you will definitely lose weight, but that's your body's way of just dropping water, dropping muscle.
Yeah.
And effectively, you're not going to eat cabbage soup forever.
Yeah.
So you're going to end up putting the weight back on, and then you just probably gain more weight. And then it's a yo-yo. You've heard this term, yo-yo dieting, because your metabolism is all over the place. Your body's like, what?
Yeah.
I'm gaining, I'm losing, I'm gaining, I'm losing. So we need to just get a nice, steady pace there. And, I hate to tell you all, but the only way to lose weight is the old-fashioned way, and that is less calories in than you burn. So it's the only way, through exercise and eating, effectively. But to discuss a bit more about why these diets don't work, as we've just discussed there, we've said that a lot of them, it's totally unrealistic to think that you could just eat cabbage soup or this maple syrup thing. It's like, it's lemonade with syrup and pepper, I think.
And that's it. So it's literally a watery drink that you drink day in, day out.
Yeah, and like, you might think, I'm going to look really good, but you're not in the inside.
I think I'd just faint or something as well.
It's quite dangerous, a lot of them. And you've got to remember that these celebrities, if they are doing them, they're probably holed up in a hotel for 2 weeks, not doing anything. But we're driving, we're going to work, we have to function properly. And that's really going to start affect your overall health if you do these kind of things. So, you've said there, low carb diet. I mean, I have obviously spoken to you before about diets and trying to not to eat carbs at night, and I do sort of agree with that, actually. But this no carb diet, it's really quite serious, and what's happening to your body, people don't realize. With this low carb diet, people are cutting out carbs completely, and our body's main source of energy is carbohydrate. That's why a marathon runner will eat lots of carbohydrate. So why would you think that's a good idea to just not have any of that? It's like that old analogy we always use on this show. Your body is like a car. So if the car needs fuel, let's just not put it in. Let's put water in. The car's not going to go, is it?
No.
So it's the same kind of thing. And what's happening is people, some of them are eating no carbs, but they're eating like really fatty food. Like, I'm going to have cheese.
And that's what I found the most mind-boggling thing about the Atkins diet, because I've not followed it myself strictly. But there's that idea of, you can eat as much of fatty foods that you want, but as long as you don't touch the carbs, it's like, hang on a second.
Yeah.
How does that work?
It's complete. Like I said before, it's okay to say, like, I'm not going to have carbs at night, but have them. They are there. We're supposed to have our 3 main food groups. You really need to have carbs, dairy, and you need to have protein. Okay, you can't have, it's also fat as well, but you need to have a little bit of everything. You can't take it out. And if you do things like this, just eat cheese and just eat like patty, that's so fattening. Can you believe what that's doing to your cholesterol and your arteries?
Yeah.
Really bad. Not to forget to mention, also, if you're not eating carbs, the pressure that's putting on your kidneys is really quite serious. Your body, everything processes through your kidneys, so you're putting a lot of pressure there, and that's why there's been people become seriously ill from these diets. So, you know, if you're listening right now and most people, they do want a quick fix. It's like you said, but you have to think, okay, if you've got quite a lot of weight to lose, you have to accept that it's taken a long time to put that weight on. It's not going to come off overnight. It's a long journey. And I try to say to people, look, I know we all want to be slimmer, we all want to lose weight, but it's not a race. You're going to get there, and it should be a lifestyle. It's about changing this word diet. This should not be, I'm on a diet. You know, I say all the time, I try my best to follow an organic diet. That doesn't mean I'm on a diet. It's just I'm trying to follow food that's healthy, for example. So try to change that mindset. You know, it's not this bad word, and there's no bad food. I like chocolate. You know, it's not that everyone's perfect. You all have to have something. So, you know, essentially it's about balance. So we need to have, you know, all those food groups in there. And it is, like I said, the old-fashioned way still remains the best and safest and most effective way to lose weight. So you need to really think about eating a variety of foods. And you do that, Laura, right? You've got now into really good rhythm of, because of your job, you're here quite early. So you're eating in the morning, you're eating carbs, right?
Yeah, always carbs in the morning. And I try and stick to having carbs in the, you know, for lunch and then at dinner, because I sleep early, you know, just trying to move it around really to fit your lifestyle, I guess. Is what I'm trying to do.
That's the thing. It's why there's no rule of thumb. Everyone's different. Everyone's got different lives. And, you know, if you do go on one of these fad diets, you're going to be ruled by this. If you've got an event and you're just supposed to be eating cabbage soup, how are you going to do that? You know, you can't live. It's not how it should be. So like I've said, it's about balance. So you want to try and get into your diet, like I've said, eat a variety of foods. Okay, so you need protein, you need carbohydrates, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, of course, and some good fat as well, like omega-3 that you can get from salmon, oily fish. You know, you need that to help your hair be shiny, your skin be healthy, your nails be really nice and strong, and overall it's good for your brain function as well. So it's trying to get balance, trying to find out when is the best time for you to have these things. You want to try to say no to like the bad fats, the cholesterol, the trans fats. That's something that word is a buzzword just now, trans fats, and I'm going to do a show just about it because a lot of people don't know what it is, and it's in quite a lot of things. It's quite sneaky and it's quite dangerous for our health. So you can find these in the obvious culprits, cookies and manufactured,
processed food.
A lot of processed cheap food.
Yeah.
So it's something to really look out for is hydrogenated oils, hydrogenated fats.
Tasty.
Yes, it's just like lard. It's, you know, it's hard. But, you know, in your average day, you all know this, you're supposed to try and eat 5 servings a day of fruit and veg.
I heard this morning in the news they've changed it to 7 in the UK.
Oh, they
now.
have? 7?
I'm like 7? I can't fit 7 in, I don't think.
But I think you probably do. Like, think
you
about
might do subconsciously without even realising it.
Yeah,
when you put together a meal.
This morning I had a smoothie. So in that I had strawberry and banana. So that's 2. And then I had milk with that. But that's 2 servings already. So then if you had an orange juice, that's 3. And then if you had salad, you know, it all starts to add up. But it's when they put this thing on, I remember when they did this in the UK, it's got to be 5. People felt like a burden, like they had to check it off. Like, I've got to have this. But no, you will find you'll get through that. You know, you will. But something else that's key to us overeating and overindulging is portion control. We're all a bit guilty of this, you know, having too much. So if you are thinking, right, I need to lose weight, I've given you these little tips now. You can do it without any fad. Just make sure you follow these little tips I've given you, but also watch your portions. So you're not, even a salad, you know, there's not much in it, but you don't have to have a humongous salad. You don't need that. Just eat to what you need, how you feel full. And along with, obviously, diet comes, of course, exercise. And we all need to make sure that we're doing that. You know, we really need to be doing 30 minutes a day. They say 3 to 5 times a week. I think 30 minutes every day is a good reason to move your body. You know, that's what it's for. Move it, feel it, enjoy it moving. And the more you exercise, would you agree? You feel...
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like the overall impact feels much greater. And even if you're not losing weight when you're exercising, you still know that you're doing yourself good. I think it's just overall makes you feel better about yourself.
Yeah,
in all sorts of ways.
You're right, because like when you're exercising, you over a period of time, you start to lose that want for like junk, you know, and that's something else I was going to say is if you do have a trigger to eat junk, let's say processed food or crisps and chocolate, what have you, don't have it in the house. If it's not there, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
If it's not there, then it's going to be a lot harder to actually spoil the good sort of work you've done. And sure, treat yourself now and again. Of course you should. If you really want something, then you definitely should. So, portion control, clearing out junk in the kitchen, and, fill up on protein. Protein's a good thing to fill up on, and it will make you feel satiated longer. You'll feel satisfied. We spoke before about metabolism, how you can boost it, and you can actually do that by eating smaller meals. So if you do like to eat, and I like to eat, so I don't like to go too long. And if you are thinking, right, I need to lose some weight, but I can't stand the thought of hours of not eating, then just break it down. Take smaller meals, you don't have to have 3 main ones. Go for 5 smaller ones or 6. And then you're eating all the time.
I always like having something to look forward to.
Yes, look forward to it. Nice little snack is coming. What's coming next after this then, Laura?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, what is coming? I thought about it. I've always got bananas and yogurts and things.
Always got something hand by a little carton of milk.
My
or something.
handbag's like a kind of travelling fridge.
That's what I'm like when I travel, though. I've got like raisins and all these crazy concoctions, almonds and all this stuff. But I like to feel safe that there's something there if I really need it, and then I'm not going to go and eat something that I couldn't find anything, so I had to just have this cake.
I think
or
you
something.
also find as well, you find like healthy treats that you like. So like I really like dark chocolate. I know it's not for everyone,
so do
but
I like it. Me too.
And so I always have that in the house, at least if I'm not, if I want it. And then if I do eat it, it's not something to feel really guilty
It's not
about,
the end of the world. And because it's quite bitter, you can only really manage 1 or 2 pieces of it anyway.
And I love the fresh green coconuts.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good arm exercise as well, carrying those from the shop. But I have them lined up in the fridge.
They are great.
And
they
take
a
while to get into them. So actually you kind of burn some energy getting into those bad boys. But like,
my husband loves them. And I'm like, can you cut them? Can you do that hard work part of it?
Machete in the garden.
Yes. But they are, and they are so good for you, if your overall hydration as well. So yeah, you're looking at, you're thinking, right, I'm going to lose some weight. I'm going to go the healthy way. Okay, I'm going to listen to this pair today on the radio, and I'm going to do what they do. And it simply is that, just about balance. Eat it a little less, exercise a little bit more, and over the course of a couple of weeks, you will see a difference. Yeah, so just follow this for a couple of weeks maybe, and your trousers will feel looser. Something else I should actually mention as well is, if you are watching your weight, please try really carefully to avoid what we call empty calories. They come in the sense, normally, of liquids. Some of these soda drinks, I'm going to do another show on soda drinks, actually, especially diet ones, because they're not as good as you would think. Especially the full fat ones. In a can of Coke, you're talking 150 calories. To me, that's empty.
And the amount of sugar
as
well. Because
we don't want
it's
to
scary
talk
when
about
you see
that,
how many teaspoons of sugar.
Yeah. But if you're watching your weight and you're looking at a certain number of calories per day, do you really want to drink 150 of them, or would you rather eat it? I think I'd rather eat it.
Yeah. It's the same as well for sometimes you don't know what's in your coffee. Or these Frappuccino things, all sorts of stuff. So just things.
And I think I have thought about, a lot of people have asked me about this, so I'm going to definitely do a show based on not just soda drinks, but like you said, drinks in general, like from some of these retailers, that are filled with syrup and things that you don't really know about. And we've said before in the show, any topic you'd love us to discuss, please tell us. I'm happy to oblige and look into that, so give us a shout.
And I really want to hear people's fad diet stories as well. Which diets have you tried?
Yeah.
And what were the pros and cons of it?
Oh, there's some. When I researched this, you wouldn't believe some of them. I thought cabbage soup was bad enough. No, there's all sorts out there. Yeah.
Well, do let us know. Get in touch, 92126 on text, 92126, and on Twitter at QFRadio2. Tell us your fad diet stories. Perfect. Well, thank you so much again, Lindsay, for coming in, and we'll see you later on in the week.
Yeah, Wednesday. Tune in, because I'm going to be discussing about, I've called it Weekend Wrecker, because normally the weekend we can definitely add some weight on by not doing certain things. So definitely tune in for that if you're interested in how to maintain your weight over the weekend.
Perfect. We'll see you